What's the best way to meet people as an adult? I see everyone saying meet up. Activities that interests you. Etc. That's all good. But unless you are willing to put yourself out there in conversation, you might have a hard time. I love live music. But I go and enjoy the music and really don't make connections. So you need to be open. Find an activity that you enjoy and join a group. Hiking club. Volunteer organizations. Something that positive and stable people would be involved in. If you are seeking more of a relationship, the people you are with will know someone you might find to be a good match. Adult Sports League. I met my wife at adult kickball. Everyone would hit the bar afterwards and ice was already broken. Super easy to talk to anyone and be yourselves. Was waiting for this. My over 30 soccer team is named for the bar we go to afterwards, lol. Yep. My drinking team has a cornhole problemo. Tap the shoulder of the person in front of you in line for Starbucks and ask what are you getting and pant heavily. Try this. They wouldn't even roll down the window. Sometimes you need to be aggressive to make friends. Next time, just get in the car with them. If you have a dog, take him to a social group for dogs. That way you can make friends with other doggy people and your dog makes friends too. My problem with that is one half the people are on their phones not even watching their dogs. It's fine, I get it, if your dog is fine you don't need to baby your dog, and the other one half want to talk about Caesar and how I'm handling my dog all wrong and oh, it's a crossbreed. Caesar says that's bad and I agree, really mudds up the blood because incest has always been a good thing. There's a lady at my local dog park that spends like 2 fucking hours there playing fetch with her 2 aggressive dogs that start small altercations with almost every dog, and it drives me fucking nuts. Yes. My dog will get a little nervous from time to time and I know how to handle it. If my dog starts some shit, we leave. This lady doesn't leave and seems as though she doesn't understand the problem. It's infuriating. Thanks for listening. Wanna meet? Volunteer for something you believe in. Guaranteed people with similar values around. Automatic conversation starter. And worst case scenario is to make the world a little bit better. I've been wanting to make new friends, but it's so hard because people think I either have some sort of agenda or they think I am trying to sleep with them. Then again, anyone need a friend? Anyone need a friend? Why are you really asking? Most people are gonna say follow your passion and do you. And people will come. But it hasn't worked out so far for me. Yeah. That's BS. At least for introverts. I used to believe that nonsense too. But making friends takes effort. Like anything else. They don't just appear all of a sudden like in a movie. You have to actively seek out and build relationships. Hobby groups. Or prison. Your pick. Prison shower club. Best of both worlds. You would love prison. Oscar. Why would I love jail? Because you would love it. Knocking on your neighbor's door and asking if they want to play. I have a gun. Get in the van. OMG, a gun. Cool. What are we going to do with it? Hi, I'm SLAVE35. Solo traveling. I have friends from all around the world and I have actually visited them in their countries and stayed with them. Made some lifelong friends that way. But you gotta be open to casual conversations in buses, trains, flights, hostels, bars, etc. Grindr. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. He said meet not meet. Pretend to be a kid and go to school. Gotta buy that music band t-shirt. Or something like that. You can find your hobby there, and there's probably a club near you that you can join. I tried it once. It was all people that. Just being honest. I'd expect to meet at bingo night at the local Y or something. Nothing against those people, but it's just not my scene. Have you had better luck? I'm genuinely interested. Bumble BFFs is great. It's an easy, legitimate way to meet platonic cool friends. Wait until they are at least 18. Volunteering is how I met my fiancée. Join something. Anything. But preferably something you like to do. Show up regularly. Even if the people you meet the first few times aren't your BFFs for life. Just seeing the same people on a regular basis helps. Then over a few months you might click with one or two and develop friendships from there. I never found meetup events to be helpful in that regard, however. Meetup at a brew pub. 14 out of the 15 people who show up, oh, I don't drink. Guess I misunderstood the point of today's activity. I am a 22-year-old stay-at-home mother of a toddler, and outside of my relationship with my boyfriend and our daughter, I have almost no contact with anyone else. Ever. I live in a small town too, so outside hobbies, especially ones I can do with my daughter, are almost out of the question here. It's hard. Man. So fucking hard. Honestly. Make use of the internet. For example, I travel quite a bit for work, and so I'm often by myself in a city or country that I'd never been to, and so I used to get lonely. One day I decided to use Reddit to hit up strangers online to explain my situation and ask if I could buy someone a beer. I ended up meeting a dude over in Taiwan. He brought out some of his friends and we ended up having a really cool time together. The best way to meet people as an adult is to simply make a real, genuine effort to meet people. Go to a community center or the equivalent in your area and join a group activity for something you enjoy doing. I met some of my good friends and even my wife signing up for a softball league on a whim that I saw posted. Hardcore introvert with bad anxiety here. Look through your local community college class catalogs and look for the non-credit weekend classes they give on a wide variety of things. It's a good way to get out and be around people. I never took one that you had to do any type of serious group work and you can ask the instructor in advance. Hell. You may even enjoy taking a class for credit for career advancement and meet other adults doing the same. Volunteering at local soup kitchens, dog shelters, etc. You meet high-quality people with hearts of gold. Charity events can be a lot of fun. I started doing pro bono photography for one group and met a new friend there. Plus, the events can be fun. I was on a riverboat cruise last month for free because I took pictures for them. Have children. Then your kids play with their kids and you meet. LOL, this one's actually very accurate. Just not very practical. It also presupposes meeting someone to get a kid started in the first place. Invite them somewhere, then trap them under a cardboard box using a Snickers. Ah. Piece of candy. Ah. Piece of candy. Ah. Piece of candy. Get some dogs. I have 3 and can hardly go out in public without 1 million stop and chats. If no people show, the dogs are there to comfort you. Hostels. Pick a city near you and stay at a hostel there. Make up a story about how you are visiting from somewhere else. Have a good time with some random folks. Downside is you will have to travel to see them again for obvious reasons. Also, it's kinda shady. Have some kids and put them in a daycare or school. You'll meet plenty of adults your age with similar problems. Not necessarily the people you want to meet, though. Join any group activity. Sports, hobbies, crafts, charity, politics. It all works. Hot singles in your area. Everyone has already said hobbies. And I wanna say check out the website Meetup. It will help you find local activities that are about specific interests. Adult. But with social fears and incredibly introverted? Def the internet. The Peanut app for mommies looking for friends. Get fucking hammered at your local bar. Shenanigans ensue. Honestly. If you're religious, then church and other religious gatherings are the best. And you'll be surrounded by people who think like you do. Friends in common. This would sound stupid as you need to meet people first in order to meet more people as friends in common. But it's the way I have met lots of people, though I'm not a fully grown adult. And you don't have to go through the awkward part of starting a conversation and doing the small talk, as a friend in common is starting the deal for you. Besides, it's very complicated for you to be in a place where you don't know absolutely anyone. So this should work. Do the things you like to do. You'll meet other people into those things pretty quickly. Then do those things with them. I like to sit at home and get my money's worth out of my overpriced rent. Haven't met anybody else though. I first glanced over this as what's the best way to melee people as an adult. Just saying hello was a common way at one time. I'm a gamer. Now 32 years old. Still finding new friends through online gaming. Some of my oldest friends are from playing WoW/Counter-Strike back in the day. Get a part-time job at a restaurant. Playing adult league sports like kickball, softball, hockey, etc. I usually have a dark/sarcastic sense of humor. I find it really easy to talk to people who find me funny. Be a person that people enjoy talking to. When I ran a sailing school in Sydney in the 90s, I used to advertise learn to sail courses in the singles section of the paper. A lot of friendships and even a wedding came from that. Wait. I'm 22. Do I qualify as an adult? Join an adult rec sports club. Or consistently go to a class for literally anything. Also, talk to random people, and if they show interest in you and invite you out, say yes the first time. As long as you have a good feeling and it's a public place/big group activity. Also, Meetup is good too. Pee next to a guy at the urinals and strike up a conversation. I've met some cool dudes in the bathroom of bars and clubs doing this. Make sure to make eye contact to not come off as rude. If you're into board games or card games, I'd go to your local game store and see if they have any events going on. I've made a handful of friends by playing Magic the Gathering every Monday for the past couple years at my LGS.